It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 129. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hi, Tracey. That's me.
Hi, Noelle. Thank you so much for coming today. We're here to talk about Happily Ever After season 6, episode 11. But I have some big news.
Let's hear it.
I feel like every week I have news, but like this is huge.
Oh, I know. Okay, tell mommy.
The elite level is absolutely live on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Okay, what's the elite level? Let me tell you.
Tell me. I'm all ears.
You get all of our podcasts. That's Catfish Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk the day we record it.
Hell yeah.
Noelle.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's more than a week early.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
Like right now. Okay, let me just give you an example, right?
Okay.
So if you're listening to this on Elite, today is Friday, July 9th.
Yes.
The episode aired today on Discovery Plus because it airs early.
It didn't even air for everyone yet.
It didn't even air for everyone, and we're already podcasted about it.
That's pretty wild.
You're listening to this today.
Wow. It's worth it.
But
Yeah.
if you do not have Elite, Noelle, do you know when you're listening to this?
Like, which date is it?
July
I know
19th.
it in my head. That's 10 days from now.
Noelle, it's 10
Yeah.
days early.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there, guys. Check out the Elite level, and you'll get that not only for this podcast, but for Teen Mom Trash Talk and Catfish Trash Talk. And then, as always, if you're at the Elite level, you're going to get every single benefit that we have on Patreon, which is over 200 bonus episodes. That's 16 and Pregnant Trash Talk, Unexpected Trash Talk, and 90 Day Fiance Self-Quarantine Trash Talk, and our favorite podcast, BS.
That's the best podcast. We BS on it.
We BS a little bit. All right, so let's jump into Happily Ever After season 6, episode 11. We're going to start off with my favorite couple,
Mike and Natalie.
Mike and Natalie. I think Natalie is my favorite person in this world.
Okay, she is mentally deteriorating. Yeah.
Natalie is the devil impersonated.
She is, though. She's like bad.
Okay, I feel like in the next few episodes, we are going to see lasers come out of her eyes.
Yes, they're going to shoot from her face.
Yes, and they're going to burn Mike into dust.
Because like I go back and
not
forth.
Going to be special effects.
No, definitely not. I go back and forth about who I think is wrong, who I like, this, that. But like now, again, I'm back on. I think Mike is better than Natalie.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think they're both very not good, but
yeah,
Natalie's evil.
Oh yeah, he's not evil.
No, he's a jerk.
He's just like on a power trip. He's a dick. Yeah.
Natalie is going to burn him to the ground with her eye lasers.
Yes. Uh-huh. They're going to shoot from everywhere.
Yes. All right. So Mike's leaving the hotel because, and then we get the backstory. It's the day of her surgery, and it was to remove polyps. So I misspoke when I assumed that she was getting a nose job.
I did too.
All right. So he doesn't know where she is. So what happened was the night before the surgery, I guess the hospital's by Seattle. So she wanted to stay there the night before. She loves staying in Seattle.
I mean, because that's like the big city, really.
Big city.
They live in the wood.
They live in the woods.
They do.
Now she's in hotel. So they go to stay in Seattle the night before. They get in a fight, and she leaves and takes the car and goes to Juliana's.
And like ghosts him.
Right. So what he does is he takes like one of the producers drives him. Now I thought that this was too much interference.
Yeah, so do I, because they never interfere this much. It would be like call an Uber. Yeah.
Right. So they drive him to the parking lot of the hospital, and he's like, "Oh, I have my extra key. I'm going to take the truck." So he takes the truck.
But I would have done that.
Okay, same. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm probably going to get dragged on social media for this." So he drives back.
I would have done that too.
Him and Big Blue go back to the parking lot, and the surgery's. He calls. The surgery's over. She'll be released shortly, and an hour later. Now, here's the thing. This happened very early in the morning.
Yes.
An hour later, it's dark out.
I know. I couldn't understand.
Was this a 10-hour surgery?
maybe, or maybe like, I feel like everything in a hospital runs late. She went
Yeah,
in
I
at
know.
7 a.m. She didn't get surgery until 2 p.m.
Right. Yeah, probably.
I would have starved to death by then.
Yes. Well, he gets her in the car. She's very hungry. I understand that because again, she hasn't eaten since the day before.
She seems like okay though.
She seems fine, but I will tell you this: when she gets in the car, her mask is upside down, and then you just blink your eyes and it's the right side up.
Yep. They were probably like,
I was like,
Natalie.
Yeah,
Natalie.
Natalie, your mask is upside down, and everyone's going to talk about you on social media.
So,
Like, oh my
flip
god!
it
All right. So now she says,
yeah.
here's a quote: "I could finally feel smell."
Okay. Well, what does that mean?
And he goes, "Oh, do you mean you could finally smell?" And she goes, "No, I could finally feel smell now."
Is that like when you get that Alka-Seltzer feeling in your head?
Yes. Which so many people, by the way, so many people understood.
Okay. And you know what? Then they started saying they felt that in their chest.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what I feel.
Yeah. I feel that all the way through my body. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go over to Catfish Trash Talk. Check it out. All right. So he's hitting bumps, and I think he's doing it very happily.
Yeah. He's doing it on purpose, which is mean, but he's just being a baby.
Okay. So they get home.
I know what you're going to say.
Okay. I know this dog.
What dog
This
is
is
this?
Jade's husky.
Yes.
Teen Mom.
And
Okay, so if you guys don't watch Teen Mom, which is, I mean, listen, you're garbage too. You watch Teen Mom.
you know you do.
Jade from Teen Mom had a husky.
Yes.
And then she just didn't anymore. And then someone asked her boyfriend what happened to the husky, and he said it ran away
To Squim.
to Squim. It went from Indiana to Squim.
Listen, I'd much rather be in Squim.
As a husky, yes.
Yes. But what I don't understand is like they never talk about the dog. The dog's never inside. His crate is outside.
He's probably an outside husky.
Yeah, there's a crate on the porch. And it's like, okay, you know, I don't understand why she became obsessed with the cat, but not like
Maybe this is
dog.
a new dog. Maybe Jade's dog just got there.
Yeah, that's true. It's a long run.
It is a long run. It probably took him weeks. So her nose is bloody.
Yeah, okay. It didn't bug me.
So this is what she requests from him.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And I'm like, this is Noelle. She's like, I would like boiled potatoes. And then she puts her jeans on and lays in bed. I'm like, that's Noelle.
This is who I am.
Mhm.
I love boiled potatoes. We just had this conversation.
Yeah.
And
you
I wear
love
jeans. I'm home today and I'm wearing jeans.
Ugh, terrible. So now this is what she wants specifically.
I just want to say this real quick. Where I used to live, there was a lot of Russian and Ukrainian restaurants.
Yes.
This was all over all of them. It was baked potatoes, though, not boiled,
Mm-hmm.
with all of the fixins, everything pickled on it.
Fixins.
This is but this is like a thing. I can't remember what it's called, but like I had a friend, my friend Diana. She used to always order like this baked potato with pickles and beets and like all these pickled vegetables and sour cream and farmer's cheese on it.
Oh, that's definitely Eastern European.
Yeah.
All right. So she wants a sliced boiled potato with skin.
Okay.
She wants cheese, butter, pickle, and mushrooms. So now in my head, I'm like, besides the pickle, I'm into this, but how are the mushrooms prepared? And then I'm like, is Mike going to saute a mushroom?
That's what I thought.
What's happening? Also, what kind of cheese? Also, I thought butter was bad for you.
Yeah.
Maybe
so many things.
Some brain power.
So many things. She needed more memory.
And then he brings it out, and it's exactly a Eastern European salad bar.
Yeah. It's a pickled mushroom.
It's a marinated mushroom.
Yeah. And it's like, first of all, I don't really dig mushrooms, but it's like, that's what you meant? I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that either. But then I was like, this is exactly like the spread that Andre's parents put out.
The cold spread.
This is a cold spread.
Yeah. Oh, it's so true. I'm telling you. I remember.
It's a salad bar. This is a sizzler in the plate.
This is all over the menus, like everywhere at all these like Eastern European places.
That's so crazy, guys. If you want to talk about this and you know more about this salad bar lifestyle,
I like this lifestyle.
Yeah, go over to Facebook, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook. Tell us about it. This is where we discuss everything. So she eats her salad bar on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I couldn't even trust him the night before surgery.
Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know. Nothing. Probably nothing.
Do you think at this point she's just like over the relationship and just everything he's doing is annoying her? Because I feel like
I think there's just something wrong with the way she interprets everything, though.
Yeah, I feel like she is so combative. She has an issue with everything.
With everything all the time. So it's like, yeah, is Mike the worst? Probably. But like also, she doesn't even let him be his good worst.
Yes, I agree.
It's like, Natalie, if you were just quiet for like 1 second, he could be so much worse and we'll just hate him.
You just got to let him be. He could just be liver worst.
Exactly. Let him. Oh my God. And then she'd be like, I'm back on. She'd be like, can I have some pickled onions?
Yeah, and mushrooms. Don't forget the mushrooms.
She has a lot of issues, Noelle, and this girl needs therapy.
Yes.
If she was using BetterHelp online counseling, she could do it from her hotel room in Seattle. She could do it from the car in the parking lot. She could do it from the wood.
The bed in her jeans.
She could do it from the potato salad bar. BetterHelp online counseling is absolutely amazing because you get therapy. They assess your needs. They match you with your licensed counselor. You can connect in a safe and private online environment, and you start communicating in under 24 hours. This is not self-help. This is professional counseling. You send a message to your counselor anytime, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room,
which is the worst.
This service is available for clients worldwide. So even when she goes home, she can still do
BetterHelp.
As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiance. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance.
All right. This is my favorite couple on the show.
Okay, this is my least favorite everything. This is the family de Libby to me.
See, I don't dig the family. I really like Andre. I just do.
I don't mind him. I just really hate her family now. So
yeah,
okay. Andre is driving and the baby cries and he turns all the way around while he's driving in an entire RV and goes, "What's going on back there?"
He needs to know. Papa
oh my God.
needs to know.
Well, they're going to an Airbnb in DC and it's a very narrow street. There's no parking. And her brother-in-law is like, let's just go to the Waldorf. And I'm like,
okay,
same.
Her brother-in-law is so nice.
I like her brother-in-law. He reminds me of a budget Baldwin brother.
Yes. Very good call. Yes.
Thank you so much.
But I like that
a mild Baldwin, if you will.
He is a mild Baldwin. But I like that he is like, I don't know, finally having his back. You know, like nobody ever has Andre's back, not even his wife.
Here's the thing. I feel like everyone just wants to suffer.
Yes.
So that they could get mad at him. And it's like, I don't want to suffer.
I mean, that's true.
I want to go to the Waldorf.
I mean, I want to go to the Waldorf.
Also, drink every time they say RV. You'll be dead.
I know. I don't know why. Or every time she says Andre. Every time.
RV. They can't tour DC now because they're going to be staying at the Waldorf and not in the Airbnb. And they're so upset.
Okay. I've toured DC many times. You'll survive.
No,
like you'll survive. The walking you have to do to places.
Oh, yeah, no. It's very long. No, that RV is trash.
Okay. Did you see the sink?
Yeah.
Like
okay, let me tell you a story.
Sink?
I have been on an RV that looks exactly like that, but I'm going to tell you the situation that I was in.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay.
I was on tour.
Yes.
With a rock band of 10 guys.
Yes.
That were up drinking all night long.
I can't believe you survived that life.
Looking back, I don't know either.
Yeah, it's so different. Things are so different now.
Oh God, things are so different.
They are.
Just looking at that RV just gives me hives.
It triggers you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay. Also, I need to talk about something very obvious. Let's bring up the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
Okay, so they're driving from Maryland to Florida.
Right.
This is a 16-hour drive.
Yes.
We rented the RV so that we could all be comfortable.
But they're not.
But they're not, because it doesn't fit. Because here's the thing: when they show the aerial view, the 2 little kids are strapped in their car seats on that one bench.
Yes.
And then there's 4 adults sitting around the table.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the other children?
They're in the back room.
They're in the beds. They're laying in coffins.
Yeah, they are. These poor kids. That's
They're
what they do.
cargo.
They're laying they're laying the whole time
like,
next to the wheel.
Just they're in the undercarriage. They're like, all right, who wants? No, you rode in the bunk beds last time. You're going in the undercarriage this time. Also, Noelle, the whole point of getting an RV is so that you don't have to stop.
Well, that's what I thought. It's like you have everything here. You have a bathroom, everything.
So
you get snacks. Let's just keep going.
We can even take a nappy poo.
Right.
Let's just keep going. No, this is taking 3 weeks of 90 Day Fiance to get there.
Also, not to be like this person, but like I've done 16 hours in a day driving. We drove to and from California.
Noelle.
You can't drive 16 hours in one day. What are you, a bitch?
Noelle.
Just
I could have driven this RV.
I know.
I drove. Let me tell you something. I drove by myself, left at 3:00 in the morning, and drove to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Which was a 15-hour drive.
Yes.
In one shot.
Many
a time.
I don't understand. I drove through Texas in a day. I don't get it.
You're a truck driver.
Right. That's the crazy part.
My parents used to say to me, like, you should be a truck driver. I think
this is why he didn't thrive.
He was
probably.
Can you imagine if he was bringing my Sephora order?
Right. He would have to stop.
I'd be like, the styles aren't even in style anymore. This trend is over. You're bringing me a cut crease that was 4 years ago. That was in style.
Please give me a break. Yeah.
But honestly, Noelle, it's like,
I know. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, first of all, I can't believe you're stopping in DC. What's wrong with you? Let's go to Maryland.
Noelle, they've been on the bus for 3 weeks.
That's so crazy to me.
They've been on the bus since June.
7 years ago, you know?
It's July 19th.
I don't understand.
They've been on the bus since June.
Yeah. Yes.
June.
It's July 19th.
I can't believe it. How are we? The whole point of an RV is not to do this, is not to have to rent Airbnbs. How many Airbnbs? What do they drive? 2 hours a day?
I don't.
Here's walking.
Here's what I don't understand. And this might be a little excessive. I drove to California in 3 days.
Noelle.
Uh-huh.
They can't even drive halfway up the eastern seaboard.
It's so crazy. I don't understand what's happening.
A bathroom and beds in a car.
Right.
Now,
that's what I mean.
All right. So it doesn't even fit the whole family. So
right.
Why didn't they just all drive their own cars and stop every 4 hours and all stay at the same hotel?
Right. But I guess Chuck wanted to do it together.
But they could fight at the hotel when they get there.
Right. Or give me a break. Why didn't you fly?
I know, but they didn't want to fly because of COVID.
I guess, but like, okay, so let's take a road trip.
Okay. It would have been a 35-minute flight.
That's what I'm saying. That's the shortest flight.
You guys, like, I understand it's for the drama, but they could have fought at the hotel. They're only driving like 3 hours a day.
Yeah. They don't even show you that much of the RV. But yes, you're right. It's trashed in there.
It's trashed because it's too small.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
They don't even have enough room for everyone to be in the regular part of the RV.
Yes.
Someone has to be sitting on the toilet at all times.
I mean, can you blame them though? You stick the kids in the back.
You put someone's on the toilet.
Yeah.
With their seatbelt on.
Yeah. All right. Strap me in. I'll just sit here.
Also, these girls.
Yeah.
These Libby sisters.
Are the meanest.
Libby.
The meanest sisters ever.
They love a good crimp.
Oh, they do love a good crimp. They're very, their style is a little, very basic girl.
What is it called? Okay, I'm going to tell you what their style is.
Tell me.
Chuggy.
Yes. Oh, that's all over TikTok.
I know. I learned that word on TikTok. I am very hip with the kids.
Now I can't stop thinking everything is chuggy in my brain.
They are chuggy.
This is fun.
Chuggy,
yeah, they are.
Means like farty, like outdated, old.
Right. Like you're wearing, no offense to anybody, I'm going to get in trouble. You're wearing a Michael Kors bag. It's Chugi.
No, that's been Chugi for 13 years.
I know. I think so. But when I said Coach was bad, everybody really got upset by this.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Not
guess
like
what?
upset like they're
Guess what?
canceling me. But
Coach is Chugi.
I mean, Coach is the Chugiest. Coach is the founding father of Chug.
The origin of Chug.
Oh man.
So real though. Okay, so now Andre told Libby that she's never allowed to book anything ever again. Yeah, I would have too though.
Okay. But I hate that she's talking shit.
Okay, but here's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, you're never allowed to book anything. The only thing that I asked you is that we could park an RV. And she's like, but I told him and he said yes. So
Yeah.
but she was trying to make it like it was Andre's fault for not finding this
Yes.
imaginary RV spot.
Yes.
She's like, he said yes.
But
Meaning,
it
still
like keep
there.
going. She's
Right.
like, can't you pull over? And it's like, I'm driving an RV on a one-way street.
Yeah, there's 2 kids on a toilet bowl,
Right.
duct taped to the wall.
There's who get Velcroed to the wall.
There's someone over the wheel well. Please. So now they go to Aunt Sue's house for a welcoming party. Oh,
Well, you know what?
Aunt Sue.
I was just going to say F Aunt Sue. That was literally my words. She is a nasty little TWAT.
She really is. Oh, and by the way, they all got COVID tested. Yeah, I'm sure no one could ever have.
Sure
picked it
you
up.
did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So now Charlie is already there, and the Aunt Sue,
Uh-huh.
Aunt Nasty
Take a
Sue.
walk, Aunt Sue.
Seriously. She's like, I really have reservations about Andre because Chuck paid for the wedding and it doesn't sit well with me.
Okay, who asked you?
No one asked you how
Who
the
asked
wedding
you?
sits with you.
Yeah, nobody likes you. This is why nobody comes to see you ever.
This is why you live in Maryland.
Yeah.
You were banished.
You're a bad person.
Were you breastfeeding in the pool? No. Were you on the yacht getting
No.
drinks thrown in your face? No.
No.
Well, Andre walks in and he's like, oh, hello. And she's like, yeah, nice to meet you. Handshake. He goes, I've heard so many things about you.
Yeah, she's nasty.
Good and bad. So now
Nobody
Andre-
cares.
You're right,
Mhm.
Noelle. Andre is hilarious.
I love him.
He goes. I really am looking forward to meeting the rest of Libby's family because I would like to know where Charlie's stupid comes from. I want to see if it's from Chuck's side or from her mother's side.
Listen, Libby even stifled a laugh. That was funny.
Hilarious. I think
Also,
it comes from
Charlie's,
both sides.
so do I.
I think they made an extra stupid. I think they both have stupid jeans and they made a super stoop.
They're acid wash jeans, these jeans. I think that I think that this is BS with Charlie. Like, this can't be real. It just can't. But his nostrils are red as the
Cocaine.
day is long.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're beet. I was going to say they're Fig Newton red. Fig Newtons aren't red. I don't know where
Nope.
that came from.
No.
They're beet red. It's terrible.
Are you hungry for a Fig Newton? Is
I
that
don't
what's
even
happening?
like Fig Newtons. I
Where did
really
it
want
come
to.
from.
I do want to try a strawberry Newton. I've never had one.
It's the same thing though. It's that dried fruit kind of taste.
Yeah, I feel like that would get stuck.
Okay. Also, I feel like Fig Newtons are really hyped up, and you see the commercials. You're like, oh, this is fruit and cake, and then you eat it, and you're like, this is a bad old person cookie.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Well, you
That
know,
is what happens to them.
when someone first moved in with me, when we went to BJ's, he got a case of them.
Gross. And then you knew that
He
it
never
wasn't gonna
ate.
work out.
He never ate one. He never ate one.
Yeah, because
They
they're
went in the garbage.
gross.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
He probably had just seen a commercial.
right.
Like, oh,
And
my
it
God,
got
Noelle,
stuck
this
in
is
his
fruit.
throat. How does that not get stuck in your throat?
And
That's like a
he's
Popeye's
never-
biscuit. You can't swallow that.
You didn't even give him a drink?
No.
No, you were like, if you're gonna
If
buy
you
it,
can't swallow something without a drink, you shouldn't be eating it.
and you bought a whole case from Costco, you better clear out your throat hole, baby.
Yeah. You better make a Fig Newton smoothie, my friends.
Better soak these in water and squeeze them out like Joey bag of donuts at the Coney Island hot dog eating contest.
Gross. Ew. Gross.
What's his name?
I don't know. Joey Bag of Donuts. That's his name.
No, it's Joey something.
The guy, did he win this year?
I don't know, Noelle. I really try to avoid even a conversation about the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, it's very disgusting. I don't know. I don't know how boys love to watch that. Guys love to watch that. I do not.
I don't even like to know that it happens.
It shouldn't, because it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't. Oh God. All right. So now family business.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So Charlie said, Andre has been sitting on his ass for 3 years. And then he asked to join. Oh my God, Charlie, we just walked in.
Uh-huh. No, he came in hot right off the bat.
And then Aunt Sue chimes in and goes, well, my brother Chuck moved to Florida with nothing. And then my dad lent him money to start a business.
Right. So that isn't nothing. You got a loan.
Grandpa chimes in.
And it's like, who the fuck are you? Nobody even said you were here. Where'd you come from? You were embalmed in the corner a minute ago.
Dead 7 years ago. And now you're talking on Andre?
Right. Who are you?
I thought we were going to your service.
Your funeral.
I thought you were going to your homecoming. So he said that Andre should have brought money into the business.
Right. So if you're coming
in,
so you're going to tell me that that's what everyone in that family did. Okay, so
Becky and Jen bought into the business when they were 7.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to buy in.
They used all their teeth from the tooth fairy.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, they paid in teeth.
And Charlie says that most immigrants want to work.
I hate him.
I hope he gets punched in the face. And then I love it. Aunt Sue goes, Andre, stop this. You're starting the fight. Andre, please calm down.
But meanwhile, nobody saw Charlie start the fight.
But that's what I mean. Like that, to me,
they're gaslighting.
That's what I was going to say. That was like Aunt Sue saying like, calm down. You're being a hysterical woman.
Uh-huh. Yes. They're like, happening. What does my therapist say? Crazy making. That's what they're doing. In case you're wondering like what was happening in my life, there you go.
What happens in BetterHelp? Check that out. There are so many things that we just can't control in life, but you know what? I have been taking charge of my health.
Mm-hmm.
We both love to take charge of our health, and we've been using Noom. Noom is really good because I'm going to tell you, it has a different approach. That's why.
Okay.
Instead of setting strict rules, Noom empowers you with the knowledge to build smarter, more sustainable habits and behaviors. So this is using cognitive behavioral approaches, and you focus on the why instead of the what to change your relationship with eating.
Okay.
Everyone's journey is different, right? So Noom customizes a program for you based on your personal goals. So if you just want to get healthy, that's a really great way.
I love that.
No food is totally off limits. You keep eating the foods you love while learning to maintain a healthier balance. You know what? Life is all about balance.
Yes, it is.
An off day is totally okay. It won't set you off course. Noom gently helps you get back on track, and it only asks for 10 minutes of your day to teach you about your eating habits and check in on your progress.
Okay.
Here's the science behind Noom, okay?
Tell me.
More than 80% of users complete the program. More than 60% of the users lose 5% or more of body weight, and 60% of them keep the weight off for a year or more.
Amazing.
Noom is very, very helpful. I personally like eating vegetables, and I've been setting my goals to eat more vegetables. I think that, you want to eat more vegetables too. I think everybody does. Start building better habits for healthier long-term results. Sign up for your trial at Noom.com/trash talk. That's Noom, NOOM.com/trash talk. All right. Speaking of taking control, let's talk about Jovi, and Yada. Yada and Jovi. These two, they're in love. They definitely aren't. Not a lot to report back on these guys. No, it's very little, actually. That's why I don't understand. Like, I think the baby's too little for them to be here. There's not enough drama yet. Definitely. Give me a toddler. When you want to kill each other. Because also Yara likes being a mom. Right. She's super happy. I just feel like now she's very happy. Yeah. So now Yara and his parents go to pick up Jovi after 3 months. And this is what I've learned from them picking up Jovi at the airport. Mm-hmm. There's definitely not a barber on the boat. His hair is very long. Okay. I don't know if you're listening and you're a barber, or maybe you know a barber. Mm-hmm. Have them apply to be a boat barber.
Boat barbers could be a thing.
Boat barbers need to be a thing.
Yeah, because Jovi was looking. He also, though, I'm not judging. He looked like he lost a ton of weight too.
Yeah, he was on a boat for 3
Yeah.
months.
Like, what was he eating? He was on a sushi diet, I
He
guess.
was probably eating like rations, sea
Yeah.
rations.
Ugh.
He was eating space ice cream. Yum.
Could you? Oh, space ice cream. I don't know. You like that freeze dried consistency?
I do. I really
can't.
do. I remember when I graduated with a 4.0. You got, you got me a basket of different snacks, and because I'm very exciting.
You are. Yep.
You got me freeze dried peaches, pears, and apples.
Yes.
Yum.
Yeah. And you love them. You were like, well, I'm eating this now. You like freeze dried.
I love a good freeze dry.
I can't take it. It makes noises in my head.
This is what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
you
very
like
similar
those
to-
noises.
I do like those noises. So they're going to the new house.
Right.
She asked if he missed her, and he says, yes, I missed you washing my clothes.
I know, but he was just being silly.
He was being a goose.
Mm-hmm.
His mom is like,
Yeah.
listen, Jovi, Jovi.
Uh-huh.
This place is family oriented. It's not bar oriented, because he wanted to take it. He said, it doesn't matter where you move, as long as it's a 10-minute Uber to my favorite strip club, basically.
Right. Which, like, here's the thing. Like, I get both sides in this.
Sure.
Because I feel like, sure, she has the kid most of the time. She should be able to pick where they live.
100%.
But then I also feel like he's used to a certain life, and you've really pulled him
Guess
away
what?
from that.
Guess what?
Nah.
He didn't go to her surgery in Albania after she had
Yeah,
her
I just feel like he
miscarriage?
was young and dumb.
Okay, good. Now you're going to pay, and you're going to live where I want to live, and you're not going to stay out all night long. You're going to be here. We only have 2 months together at a time.
I know, but you got to make the guy live in the middle of the woods.
Yep. Oh, come on. You think it was really in the middle of the woods? He's so pathetic.
I mean, I don't know. I saw a wall of trees. I saw
I
a
mean-
wood.
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
If I look outside my window, it looks the same.
I know. I park on that block sometimes.
I'm just saying. Okay. So she got rid of his couch
Yes.
because she said no matter how much she cleaned it, she couldn't get it clean because it was riddled with disease and strippers.
She's not wrong. I'm sure it smelled bad.
Hilarious.
Mhm.
And he said it's going to be really boring, and it's not the marriage he expected. Guess what, buddy?
Okay, here's my only thing. I think that it all happened very fast for him. I think like he's
Okay,
right. Like a year
part-
ago.
Okay, he's part of that.
Oh yeah. No, I just think it's different for guys. It's
Okay, too
harder
bad.
for them to adapt. It just
Okay,
is.
well, that sounds.
You
very
need to learn empathy in your
Okay,
life.
get a helmet.
Speaking of empathy,
Yeah. Oh, I need to learn empathy. Tiffany and Ronald.
I hate Tiffany. I have empathy for Ronald. I'm just putting this
you're a
out there
crazy
now.
person. Ronald is taking them on a surprise trip
Uh-huh.
to get human trafficked.
Uh-huh. I know. I'm so scared here. Uh-huh.
He's like, I'll tell you where we're going when we get in the car. But let's just say, Daniel, hey boy, hey my boy, you're gonna be here for the rest of your life.
You're not going anywhere.
It's not gonna be very long,
Uh-huh.
but
You're
you're gonna
sure.
be here for the rest of it.
It's so creepy.
He wants them to feel homely, so they're gonna go to buy Christmas decorations.
That's not what a homely means, my friend.
Well, Daniel goes, that means we're staying for Christmas, right? And Tiffany's like, I don't know.
Right, but I didn't even think he wanted to stay for Christmas. That's why I was surprised.
I think he wanted to stay for Christmas. He just doesn't want to move
I don't
there.
blame him.
So Tiffany suggests, that maybe they worry about the spending.
Uh-huh.
And Ronald's
She's
like,
so
no.
annoying.
300.
She's so annoying.
Okay, you couldn't pay for groceries. You're going to
Mhm.
buy a $300 tree.
She's just annoying and controlling. She has something to say about everything. Guess what? He wants to get himself in the hole. You're not even in love with him anyway. You're going home. Let him bury himself in debt.
guess.
Who cares?
Well, she
I
wanted
just
to
feel
get
like she always complains.
she wanted to get the asparagus tree.
I know, that was funny. I'm like, what is this?
10,000 Rand. That's how much it costs. That's $680. And he puts it on his credit card.
Well, here's the problem, because he went to what they would do here would be like the Christmas tree shop.
Yep, exactly.
You need to go to like Walgreens
Walmart.
to get lights.
Yes.
Right.
You need
Uh-huh.
I have never decor shopped at a decor store. If you're going to do a holiday, you're going
Mhm.
to the 99-cent store.
But okay, right. Like I have friends who bought their trees in like Michael's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I have a friend last year who spent $400 on a tree because his wife wanted amber color lights.
No, this isn't normal.
Yeah.
Well, this is what they did in the Christmas tree store.
And that's
Okay.
more than one friend that happened to. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So now they're going to go to basically the elephant, what's it, sanctuary.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is hot out because everyone's wearing shorts.
Yes.
So they put Carly in a stroller, and then she's going to cover her entire body, including her face, with a heavy fleece blanket.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is that when they strangle Carly?
She seems like a great mom.
Well, they're meeting with Ronald's mom, thank God. And everyone's wearing shorts. They're feeding the elephants. The elephant is whacking Tiffany.
Why am I not there?
I love this place.
Yeah, I want to live there.
But
Mhm.
who goes to the zoo in black pants and ballet flats, Tiffany?
Tiffany does. Right.
Well, his mom said that he's really taking good care of Carly.
Mhm.
And it's like, I can't really trust her because she's also wearing red lip liner with nothing else.
That's like an old people thing, though.
She's just free flying with
I
red
know.
lip liner.
A very strange
It's
highlights, too.
It's definitely from Avon.
Oh, it's definitely from Avon.
Mhm.
Yes.
She's like, do you like this? Do you like the rouge on my cheeks?
The rouge.
Tiffany tells his mom that she wants to go home.
Uh-huh. What else is new? I don't know why you came.
Ronald's mom talks
Mm-hmm.
like a very wise old tree.
Like an old owl.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She's like, Tiffany,
Mhm.
the advice that I will give you
Mhm.
is going
She
to
does.
carry you through life
She's very proper.
on the wings
Mm-hmm.
of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I think your son is a douche.
Right.
She's like, douche he may be, but you will go on your journey together and you will find each other at the ends of the river.
Douchey may be. You wanted to have babies with him.
Mm-hmm. So now his mother's like, Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
it might be in your best interest to leave the children with me tonight and I will tend to them. It would be my pleasure as their grandmother.
Which is so nice. I love that they include Daniel really in everything. Like he is
They
just
do.
part of the family. I do
Yes.
love that a lot.
Listen, his mom's super nice. And remember something, the
She
reason why
is.
Tiffany feels comfortable talking to his mom like that too is because they were the ones that were in touch when Ronald was in the
Yes.
rehab. So
It's nice
understand
that they have a good relationship.
it definitely is. So
I don't think she was talking shit about him to his
No,
mother.
but
I
also-
don't.
I don't know if you guys know, but she knows that she's being recorded on the film
Right.
for the television.
Uh-huh. Right. For
Just
the
saying.
television.
She's not telling any secrets, buddy.
That's true.
All right, so now they're gonna leave, and Ronald seems like he's gonna kill her and leave her in a ditch.
Yeah, he's like very unhappy.
So they go to this restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and they are both getting drinks.
But it's like, why are you ordering an Aperol spritz?
Okay, I agree with that. Can you tell the people about this?
It's like, okay, it's bitter.
Yeah, it doesn't have like,
That's the problem. It doesn't have like
doesn't it have elderberry in it or something?
yeah, or like elderflower. It's like
Yeah.
it's just bitter. It's not a good tasty drink. It's like if people who drink a Negroni, people are like, oh, this is everywhere. It must be good.
Or-
It's not.
Ooh, what's that other one? Campari.
Yeah. Okay. There's
Yes.
Campari in a Negroni.
Okay, that's what,
yeah, and that's what makes it that. And Aperol is the same way, and it's not good, but it's all the hype now.
Yuck.
And I'm thinking to myself, she's not gonna like this.
Nope, and she does not, and she wants something with passion fruit, so they're gonna give her
Up your
vodka and
alley.
Yum.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm like, I would like that without the vodka thing.
Yeah, just a passion fruit drink.
Right now in my refrigerator,
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store that carries many things from very many ethnicities,
Okay.
and I have 2 packets of just passion fruit pulp.
We saw that somewhere when we were together, right? Didn't we see that
I
somewhere?
bought passion fruits when I was with you.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. I remember there was
Yeah.
something passion fruit. Uh-huh.
So she wants to. So she's like, "Listen, it's great that you were helpful today, but like, I
Yeah.
need that all the time."
I know, but why can't she just let it go for a night? Shut
can't.
up.
Storyline.
Go on a date.
So now he's mad that she talked to his mom. about what's happening.
Well, because he feels like now they're going to conspire against him, even though
Sure.
it's not true.
Well, they argue and he walks away. I don't even know what the argument was about.
I don't know what he got so mad about, but I think he's just tired of feeling like everything he does is wrong.
Okay.
He doesn't take care of the kid. It's wrong. He takes care of the kid. It's wrong. Like,
Right.
I get it.
Go put a polony in your mouth.
I like,
Ronald.
listen, I love bologna. I'm sure I would love polony. And I would try it.
All right. Well, I think that it was ridiculous that he spent that much money because I like to keep track of my spending, and so do you.
Yes.
Because we're on top of our credit scores, and I use Credit Karma to keep on top of mine.
Me too.
Starting something new can be nerve-wracking. Wouldn't you like to know beforehand whether it's going to work out or not? Because Credit Karma can give you more confidence before you make the decision. And I got to tell you, I do this all the time. When I decide that I want a new credit card or if I need a new credit card for something, I usually choose what my goal is with that credit card. So is it a balance transfer, or is it a low APR, or is it cash back or whatever? And I go over to Credit Karma, and they will tell me what I will be approved for before I even apply for it, so I don't waste my time.
Yes.
Credit Karma's game-changing technology shows you tailored offers for credit cards and personal loans that you're more likely to be approved for, so you can apply with more confidence. They use your credit and other financial information to show you custom recommendations, whether you want cash back, travel rewards, consolidate debt. They help you find the offers that fit your goals. With a selection of options and approval odds, you have the power to make informed decisions.
Okay.
Go to creditkarma.com/podcast to learn more and find offers tailored just for you. That's creditkarma.com/podcast, or you can see your offers on the Credit Karma app. Apply with confidence today. Go to creditkarma.com/podcast or the Credit Karma app. Noelle, if you're not on Credit Karma, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're doing.
The Credit Karma app is the easiest thing to navigate.
Yeah,
Just
you
saying.
really have to. Everyone should know what their credit score is too.
Absolutely.
Just saying. All right. Well, speaking of credit, Kehlani and Asuelo are looking for a car with a big window and big wheels.
Okay, but the thing is, like, nobody works. Like,
Correct.
they just don't. So, like, where I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy a car.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Maybe
How?
someone should work. But what, on your part-time Uber driving?
Yeah, it's so
That you
it
don't
really
even do?
and that she doesn't all the way work at all. I don't understand who pays for the children.
The show.
I guess it's so crazy.
She explains. Now, here's the thing about Kehlani. I really
Yeah.
like her, but she
So do I.
always does have to say something vulgar and graphic.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know why.
She said that she used to pinch his balls when he sped in Samoa.
Yeah, I love that he kisses her in the confessional and goes, "Oh, my wife's kissing me. Ooh la la." I thought that was very funny.
Also, speaking of kissing, I missed a very big part of Tiffany and Ronald.
Oh, what?
They had a special squishy kiss.
Oh, yes, they had a squishy kiss,
Yeah.
and they told Daniel, like, that's how you get pregnant, by squishy kissing, because it's kissing
With
each
your
other's
privates?
privates.
That was a lot.
Yeah, and it's like, and then she told Daniel she was pregnant, and he said, "Oh, you and Daddy special kissed, squishy kiss. Sorry, not special kiss. Squishy
I think she
kiss?
said special kiss. No,
Maybe she did. Yeah, weird,
All right,
gross.
well, now at least we're at the auto store. So he's looking at minivans.
Okay, but there's no talking to him.
No, so he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, minivan's good. And then he's like, because I want another baby. He tells the salesman, this guy is 100% an actor.
Yes, he's like, oh well, okay, then that would be great.
His hair is feathered.
Yes, his hair is like David Hasselhoff.
He
Like,
has
it
a
is.
tiny little bald spot in the back too. As he
He
walks
probably
away.
has tiny, lots of things.
He misses. So now, also, Kehlani's like, why would you want to have another baby? Don't you miss my boobs?
Yeah. Why do they do
This is
this?
the second dirty disgust that you had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you
right.
doing this?
And he's like, yes, I do miss it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants 7
Great.
kids. She's like, we don't even have a house.
Right.
So now, as well
You
as
don't have a
dancing,
job.
yeah, seriously, as well as dancing with the kids for his mom on FaceTime, and Oliver
That
is
was fun.
twerking.
I know. That was fun. That was a cute little thing.
He said that his mom kind of apologized.
Did she?
Not really. She's in Salt Lake with Tammy,
Which is so close.
and he tells her about the minivan, and he said that Kehlani wants to wait for more kids, and his mom's like, why? That's her job.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So his mom's going to be going back to Samoa, but wants to see them she wants to see her kids.
Yeah, right.
Remember, you were like, she was like, I don't care about these kids.
I don't care about anybody. I just want you to give me money.
I just want money.
Money,
the best
money.
things in life are free.
Ba-dum, ba-bum.
But you can give them to the birds and bees. I want your money. That's what I want.
I'm not
Your
singing with
love
you.
gives me such a thrill. But your love don't pay my bills. I want your money.
Reminds me of Empire Records.
Yeah, that's what they say. Okay, so, but she wants to see them, and she wants Tammy to bring her. She's like, well, who do you think's gonna bring me?
Yeah, but did you forget Kalani almost smacked Tammy up?
They had to hold Tammy back.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good
what
luck,
are you
Tammy.
doing? She would wreck her. Kalani would wreck her.
I hope they let her free this time.
Yeah, me too. No, I see her beat up a snowman in the previews.
This is exciting. So also his mom brings up that they have to make up for baby Jesus because his birthday's coming up.
Oh, okay. That's something you would say though.
I know.
For your family.
But also I love that he says that he has to see his mom because she's, quote, really old.
I mean, she has whiskers. That's old.
I bet you she's not that old.
Honestly, she's probably like 55. And he has a lot of siblings too. He comes
she's
from
a
a big
hard
family.
55.
He is a hard 55. She's led a long, somewhat life.
Definitely. Out in the very hot sun.
Yeah. I mean, she said, I'm not making this up. She said there was like no walls or ceilings.
Yeah.
It was like a hut.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of sun exposure.
Speaking of different living situations, let's talk about Brandon and Julia. He's driving in a bus lane because he's stupid. But they're moving to Richmond. And then she's like, Miami.
It's like, okay. She's very annoying.
They're moving in 2 weeks, but they haven't told his parents because they have meltdowns when they bring up that they might move.
Okay. I wouldn't take it that far. It's because you're afraid. That's why you're afraid. Told them.
So his parents come to meet them at this apartment and they're like outside and they're like, they're never going to move. And then Betty calls it interesting.
But there's no friggin' windows.
Okay. She had a really good point there.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't have a window.
Yeah.
And the window you have faces a wall.
And there's no fire escape.
She's like, and then look at this window. It just faces the other window.
Yeah. It was freaky.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest. So Ron is mad that he didn't tell him before because Ron knows better because they own many, many houses.
I know. See, that's annoying. I don't like that attitude.
And that's how they know that Julia's manipulating him.
Which she is. Brandon feels caught in the middle.
Okay,
Listen,
Brandon, grow up.
Brandon is mesmerized by the V. That's what it is.
Of course he is. So his parents said that they needed more notice than 2 weeks.
Why? They're going to get another farmhand? No, they're not.
Betty said, it's okay. We have to do all the work again. That's okay. Why don't you get your fake sister that used to live there and come?
Oh, yeah. She lives on the property in like her RV.
Yep. So now Julia said she lived there for a year. But here's the thing. Julia looks insane. She looks crazy. She has very bad hairstyle and very dirty hair.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I don't get good vibes from her. I'd rather hang out with Natalie. I just would.
Natalie might be more fun.
She would be way more fun, first of all. But I would be afraid to say anything to her because I'd be like, she hates
stab
me.
me.
Yeah,
she would definitely stab me.
I don't know. I feel like she would wear a
Yara.
flower crown. She's much cleaner.
Yeah, I like Yara though.
Oh, I want to all the way. But I want to hang out with Yara having nothing to do with 90 Day Fiance. I think it would be fun. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So now let's talk about Angela. Sklya comes out dressed like Harry Potter.
Yeah, she is.
So Angela hasn't spoken to Michael since the fight, and now he's calling Sklya nonstop. So Angela smokes a cigarette about it.
Okay, but as she's smoking, she blames him. She's like, "I never smoke unless it's about Michael."
She never smoked. She only started smoking. She knew. You know what it is? When she was little, she just knew she was going to meet Michael one day, so that's when she started smoking.
Angela has completely lost me.
I knew I loved you before I met you.
That's Savage Garden.
She knew she was going to smoke about Michael before he was even born.
Smoke a cigarette about it.
So she tells Sklya that the lawyer Lou talked her out of a divorce. That's not what happened.
Not what
I
happened.
was there, Angela.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
You told him basically that you want to prove a point with the divorce, but then get back together with him.
Yes.
And he was like, oh yeah, that's not what divorce is.
Like you can't do that.
Angela is smoking in her house dress. This is her second. They only showed 1 minute of Angela.
Yes.
She's now smoking in her house dress. So she calls him from the iPad because
Yes.
he had him blocked. She said that he didn't call her for 9 weeks. That's not true either.
Okay, 9 weeks.
Oh, and
Come
you were just
on.
hanging?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't flip out.
She would have gone to Africa.
That's what I mean. She would have gone nuts. There's no way she wouldn't have spoken to him for 9 months. I mean, 9 weeks.
She's smoking on all the kids' dress-up clothes.
She doesn't care.
Those
Yes.
kids are like ashtrays.
These poor kids.
Oh my God. So
That's why she sweeps. She says all she does is sweep the house. This is why.
you live in an ashtray.
You do.
You live in a live living ashtray.
Yuck. A biodome, if you will.
You do. You have stalagmites of Newports hanging from the ceiling.
4.0 GPA, guys. This is where it went. This is where it went.
Cumulus clouds.
Clumpicus clouds.
I try to teach you, Noelle. I really do.
I know you do. This is the 4.0 as opposed to just Christ the King. That's the difference between us.
Listen, I get it. She said that if her dad was alive, he would have beat him up. And he laughs and laughs and laughs. And it's like, oh, we're going to talk about a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, what do you do? Also, like, even obviously we're going to cover it next week. You see the coming attractions, like, and all he says to her is like, I need space. And she like flips out. Like, she's scary. Like, I could never be with someone like her. I'm so glad I don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be. You never have to date Angela.
I'm so glad.
Oh God, if she listens to this, she's going to smoke a cigarette about it too.
Listen, that's fine, but she should stop before she gets a neckiotomy.
Yeah, she's going to get a neckiotomy.
Yeah,
she's going to get a lungiotomy if she doesn't quit.
Yeah, I need her to quit.
I definitely do, because I don't want to have to go over and do a tracheotomy.
Yeah. Oh, see how everything comes full circle?
There's a lot of otomies.
There's a lot of otomies.
I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Make sure you check out our other podcasts, Catfish Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and patreon.com/trash talk podcast. If you want this podcast before you even
know that you want it,
before they even film the show,
you get it before. We just make it up. They go along with what we say.
We release this to TLC and then they build their storyline so that it correlates with our podcast.
That would be so much fun.
You don't believe us?
I mean, it's true. You'll never know, will you?
Subscribe.
Prove us wrong.
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Make sure you're following the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle is killing it on social media, keeping us informed, reposting a lot of John Yates stuff. John Yates is always, listen, this guy,
he knows everything.
He knows everything. He has interviews with every person. He interviews like Angela's dog. He wants like the inside scoop over here. Like this is an investigative reporter, this guy.
He was just with Angela and Sklya for the 4th of July weekend.
He was. Guys, make sure. And Jeffrey.
And Jeffrey too, right. Jeffrey's friend whittled him out of wood, a Care Bear.
She did whittle.
Yeah, she whittled.
Check out everything 90 Day Podcast. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzzini. And Noelle is at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. And if you guys want merch, if you want to see my upcoming tour dates, go to TraceyCarnazzo.com. But as always, if you want to get in touch with us, talk about the show, talk about the podcast, go over to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook. It's a group. You're going to have the most fun.
Yeah, join it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.